Hello and welcome to We Grow Wild. Here we really try to make the things that we want and we need. We try to follow our joy, but it doesn't always happen. In the past 2 weeks I've been focusing on bureaucracy, things that don't really spark joy, let's say. And while we kind of have to deal with some responsibilities and some things that we don't really enjoy doing, we need to really create space for our creative processes. Our joy is very, very necessary for our mental health. This morning I received a wonderful email by Marta, a patron and wonderful wild ally here. She made me cry with her email. Following our joy really helps others too. It's not something that benefits our mental health and ourselves only. So we need more examples. We need to see people that really enjoy what they're doing. All of this ramble to say that today in this video we're gonna focus on things that really bring joy to my life. We're gonna make some things. We're gonna work on finally some knitting projects. I haven't been knitting much the past 2 weeks and I'm really missing my hands working with fibers. So I'm gonna share my knitting progresses and yeah, I hope you'll enjoy it, and please try to give a little bit of space to your joy and your creativity today if you can. I just realized that I have to deal with some bureaucracy, payments, bills and all of that. But while I do that on my computer, I will knit a little bit. So I thought first I'm gonna share with you the knitting projects that I've been focusing on the past 2 weeks or something. Let's put the knitting here in the first section of this video so those who are only here for the knitting can enjoy it. So this is the Ingrid Sweater Man by Petite Knit. I haven't worked super much on it because it's quite big and I like to bring projects where I go, and we've been all over the place and I haven't knitted much. It's a sweater that I'm knitting for Micke. He has so many stitches and kind of a little bit worried that it's too big for him, but I'm gonna still keep on knitting, and if it's too big we'll deal with it later, even though it's not so smart to tackle that after I finished it. We're gonna finish this, so we're gonna focus on the body, we're gonna finish the body and then we'll deal with the sleeves. I love this project. It's a pattern by Petite Knit, for those who don't know, and it's the men version of the Ingrid sweater. I love it. It's super entertaining, but as I said, it's quite big, this project, to bring around. So I've been kind of working on it here and there, but now that I'm stationary, now that I need to be at the computer, when I'm at the computer, I work on this or another project that I'm going to show you. I know that for some of you might look a bit scary because it has a lot of, different texture, different patterns, different stitch patterns, but it really guides you. The charts are simple, not so complicated, and once you get in the flow, it's easier than you think. You just have to, learn it, and it makes you really proud. I'm feeling very proud of this garment and I really hope to get it done. Then I've been working, I'm in the middle of the row. Oh, This is the Coran cardigan by Rebecca Clow. I think she's a wonderful designer. I've knitted one in a lighter color using the same yarn, and I've been wearing it so much. It's such a wonderful, versatile cardigan. It looks so cute, so interesting, but also, yeah, you can style it in different ways. And I finished the two fronts. I'm knitting it quite cropped because I found that the previous garment, the previous Coran cardigan that I knitted with this yarn, could stretch tiny bit in the length. So I'm knitting it cropped. I put only... Micke is hammering.
I'm sorry if there is some noise in the background, but as a woodworking man, I can't help but feel the desire to hammer.
In the morning. I'm integrating, that's the only modification, the button band. I just put 2 buttons just to showcase the situation. But I already, knitted the 2 fronts, and I'm knitting the back panel. And it's just so fun to knit. I just love it. So I'm going to finish the back panel and then bind off the front and the back. And then I'll finally pick up stitches around the armholes and knit the sleeves. Very happy with these 2 projects. I'm very excited. But yes, then another project I've been working on. So basically I've been working on these 3 projects only the past week or so, 2 weeks, I guess. A Barbie inspired top, and it's not really, but it has this really pink color, which I really love. And I'm creating this, which looks strange if I show it like that, but once I tried it on and it looks really nice. This is the situation. I'm gonna show it to you once it's done. There's not much to do. It's nice. The fabric is amazing. This is the fabric that I want on myself, on my body in the summer, because it is quite thick. It is, DK way worsted type of fabric, but it's not see-through. It keeps everything in place. I don't need to wear lots of layers. Love this. So I'm really looking forward to get this done. And I'm using 2 yarns held together just because. And one is the Linendale is the name of the yarn, but it's by King Cole, and it was gifted to me by my friend Ali. And this is the Knitting for Olive Pure Silk. So holding these 2 together, this is the fabric. Amazing. It has some dimension, marbling effect. Love it. So these are the 3 projects I've been working on. Thank you for joining me for the knitting section. I'm going to work a little bit on the computer while I knit on this baby, and then we're gonna create something together. super warm here. There are probably like 40 degrees Celsius in the sun, so I'm just like melting. Fortunately, in the house is cooler. But this morning I was going to clean my sink and the dishes from the night before, and this is how much dishwashing soap I have left. I can't be bothered to go and buy it, and I went to get DIY, so we're gonna make homemade dishwashing soap. I checked some recipes online, on YouTube, Google, everywhere, and I'm not really satisfied with what I found. So I'm kind of like, I'm gonna make my own and see if that works. I'm just gonna tweak some recipes and just kind of make my own. The ingredients are super simple. I'm gonna use 4 ingredients. I'm gonna use distilled water, and I'm gonna use some soap that I made more than a month ago. I shared the video on my Patreon. This is with olive oil, so you can use Castile soap in case you want to make this recipe with me. And then I'm gonna use baking soda and washing soda. So 4 ingredients, super simple. I'm gonna use 450 ml of water, distilled water. I'm gonna put 500 ml, so in case it kind of evaporates, because I'm gonna heat it up, warm it up. So I'm just gonna put this on the stove. We don't want it to boil, but we want it to get warm. We're gonna grate this one. This soap is softer than the soap that you usually buy because it has glycerin and it's very moisturizing. It has a lot of herbal oils. I guess it's kind of like a waste to use this soap for dishwashing purposes, but we don't have any other soap in the house, and I have plenty of this one, so I'm gonna use it for this purpose. I think I'm gonna put 1 deciliter of this soap. I'm gonna put everything here. So I gently warmed the water, so it's not boiling, it's just like warm, quite warm. We're gonna put the shredded soap in here. Maybe I should get the stick blender and really blend this up. I've got no time for this today. We're next to the dog's bed, the Micke made. Here is the only place in the kitchen area where there is a electricity socket. So I'm gonna be here blending this baby up. Easy. Sometimes you gotta make your life easier. Okay, we're gonna add some baking soda and washing soda. I think I'm gonna use 1 tablespoon of baking soda and 1 tablespoon of washing soda. I'm making this washing soap instead of buying it every time I have to buy it. Let's hope it will work.
Nice.
Kind of coming up with my own recipe. I checked some recipes online, but
I see. Nice.
It's really good.
It's really good.
Then you will use it too.
Of course.
He doesn't even like to use soap in general, and sometimes I have to rewash plates and pots because he just uses water.
It can happen. But
Little Micke intermission. Voila! Just a tiny bit more, it wasn't so full. 1 big tablespoon of washing soda. Oh, it's thickening up. Oh my god, it's quite thick now. Didn't expect this. Will it thicken too much? Shall we add more distilled water? I want to add more distilled water. This is too thick. I mean, I think it's gonna thicken up even more and I don't want that. So just a tiny bit more distilled water. I don't know, but the consistency is nice. Let's test this out. Ooh. Here we have it. So fun. It was pretty fun. Pretty chaotic, but very fun. I'm gonna add some essential oils and pour this on another, I have to find another jar, container. Let me organize myself. I found 3 more containers that I saved. Oh. Very nice. So that's another one. I'm just gonna mix the rest with my old soap. Let's test it out on my kitchen sink. Let's clean up these things. Excited. It's lathering really well. It's really nice. Proud of myself for making this dish soap, and it works really well. I mean, you've seen it. It lathers, it cleans, and it has such simple ingredients, and very happy with this. Very happy. So sometimes when you experiment and you try and you know, don't necessarily follow a specific recipe, you make mistakes and you fail, and other times it's just super successful. Experimenting is always rewarding on some level, and it can be also stressful, but I don't know, for me that I love DIY, I love to make these things, it's just so exciting and so rewarding, even if I make mistakes.